today's video is going to be a how I take notes slash study and tips to get better grades or just to better your learning habits for the school year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below if you guys want to become part of the Lisanators here on my channel, and also click the bell so you guys can be notified on when I upload another video. I make beauty, fashion, lifestyle-ish type of videos, whatever I'm feeling, you know? Also, don't forget to like this video and follow me on all of my social medias so you guys can stay updated on everything regarding my life. So anyway, let's just hop into the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain over voiceover how I take my notes. I did do a brief outline. I didn't do anything too in-depth, so it's not my best example, but it was just something for you guys to get the gist of how I like to organize my notes. And this I came up with over the summer, and I also got the inspiration to do this kind of note-taking from Cornell Notes, which I do for my AVID class, and also in general. I do like the Cornell Note system. However, I do want to kind of tone it down here and there. I have my own rendition of how I like to take my Cornell notes, and I also took some tips from other kind of studying Instagrams and also YouTube channels that I will be sure to link down below for you guys to check out, because I love their studying tips and this is where I got most of it. So I just want to credit those that I did watch and take inspo from, so they're going to be down below. But this is how I take my notes. So I'm starting off with a blank sheet of printer paper, and I write a line down and across to set it up like Cornell Notes. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll be sure to link an article of some sort explaining it down below, but I'm kind of taking inspiration or setting it in that format for this note video. But afterwards I take a highlighter and pen in the same color and a black pen to start my notes. But of course, before I start taking notes, I like to listen to some music and something steady and easygoing. I don't listen to rap or hip-hop, which is what I usually bop to, but I listen to K-indie, piano music, or anything like that. So I'll link a couple of my favorite YouTube playlists down below. Even though YouTube does have some ads in between, I don't mind them when I study, so that's what I use. And I also love to listen to Yuruma. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a really good pianist, so I listen to any of the playlists made on YouTube for that. And then to start off my notes, of course, I use the highlighter in the green shade I picked out for the title, and today I'll be just taking simple chemistry notes on chemical reactions. And I write the unit or chapter in the top left, and then I continue with my notes in the body section of the Cornell Notes. And I did forget to write my essential question for my Cornell Notes, but let's pretend that's there. But anyway, as you can see, I highlighted any important terms slash topics under chemical reactions, and I boxed any definitions and then use arrows to drop down any extra information and also some numbers to list things out. And here I'm highlighting a little note box for any extra info, and I draw boxes on the side like this for any diagrams I need to, and in here is when I use a different color than green just to make sure it pops. And then of course I use a matching color post-it note to write down any other important terms. And then on the back of the note sheet, which is where I continue my notes, I write a summary, and then turning it back to the front, I write questions on the left hand side so I can study it like Cornell Notes. And that is all. I'm sorry, that was really fast. So yeah, and I have decided to keep all my notes in a kind of smaller binder this year for the class. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this for every single class or just have one binder full of my handwritten notes with sections. I haven't decided when, but I do like using plain printer paper and just hole punching it so it fits any 3-ring binder. I think it just looks super clean, and I can write pretty straight, so I like the clean no line paper. But if you do like line paper, of course use that, whatever you feel. I also heard dotted paper is really nice. So that is how I like to take my notes, and I also like to keep my notes, everything, in binders. I'm not a big notebook person, but notebooks are mainly for writing classes or journaling in certain classes or drills, you know what I mean? So I do use notebooks for certain reasons, but not so much note taking. I think I'll be doing a lot of the loose papers this year, but I like to just use plain notebooks like this if I ever decide to use it. And as you guys can see from the process of me taking the notes, you guys saw my essentials for taking notes. So here I have a couple things that I always have with me when I'm taking notes. I have here my pencil case, and in here I keep all the necessities, but let me go through the other things first. I have my Zebra mild liners, and these are just watered down markers. They're highlighters from Japan, and I haven't hopped on the bandwagon until now. I've seen these all over Instagram and YouTube for a really long time. I just finally ordered mine, and I will link these down below for you guys because I got these on Amazon for a really good price. I just love the color range. You guys can match it with your pen like I did in the note-taking clip. And so for my colored pens and markers, I guess, I do like these Staedtler fine liners, which I do have, but lately I've been using the juice pens from Pilot, the Pilot juice pens in the .38 tip, and these are really good, and I love the color range of this. I got the 12 color pack also on Amazon, so I'll link it down below for you guys. And so having both the multicolored highlighters and the pens really help me you know, color coordinate my notes. Additionally, I do use post-it notes for important terms or things that just won't fit on the note sheet, and you can also stick them down with double-sided tape if you don't like them flailing around. But I also don't like the highlighter colored post-its. I always use kind of like pastel minty colors, and I also have this little pack from Target, which was super inexpensive, so I just have a range of colors to make sure it matches with my notes. And now for my pencil case, I just keep a very simple pencil case this year. I got this one from Lotte. I have two mechanical pencils, and currently I'm just using the Bic round stick grip pencil. I usually use 0.5, but I just haven't put my 0.5 pencils in here, hence why I have 0.5 lead in here. I don't have too much 0.7s, but these have been working really well for me. I've just been really liking them, so I have these. Then I have my little Pentel click eraser, which is really cool. You just kind of pull it out so you guys can erase, and I just really like these kinds of erasers. They're really easy, and it's in a pen form, so it's really easy to remove in certain small areas, maybe in a essay or paragraph. It's just easier that way than using one of these block erasers, which I do also have, and this one is just like a pink rubber one from Lotte as well. Then I have the xoxo OG, I guess. This is the Pilot Precise V5 rolling ball pen, and this is the pen where you can see like the ink inside, I'm pretty sure. And I also have here a pen that I used in the note-taking video. This is just a ballpoint pen that I got on Blippo, I'm pretty sure, but it's just a Rilakkuma pen. And then I have my beloved U-Brands pens. I love these so much. I have here the ballpoint pens, I'm pretty sure. I have two of those, and then I also have two of the Porpoise pens with me because they just work really well, and I love the colors of these, so I wanted to keep two of each in my little pencil pouch. And I also lastly have a stapler if I ever want to staple my notes together or certain things like essays and stuff. I just have a cute little Hello Kitty one that I got from my cousin for Christmas. And now I want to share my tips for getting better in school, improving your grades, kind of just leaning towards straight A's and just striving to be the best and just building up better habits in school. I just wanted to share with you guys my tips. If you don't know, I'm actually an AVID student. I'm also a straight A student, and I also take honors and APs. So these are my tips for how I've been keeping up with my grades. So I hope these help you guys. Of course, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm not a professional, so disclaimer, I'm not a professional, but these are just my personal tips I would give to any friend like you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So number one, right off the bat, I just want to tell you guys that study groups are amazing. I like to bounce off opinions and just learn from one another. I think that's like the best way to learn. Other than from your teacher or your parents or something, I think your peers, especially the ones that do well in school, are great to learn from. If you're just surrounding yourself with people with great habits, you will eventually develop them as well. There's an app called Studying Amino, and it's just a community to share what you do to study, your outlines, and everything like that. And here I will be sharing with you guys a little clip on how to use the app and how I've been using the app. And also for this video, I'm going to be hosting a giveaway, so here are all the details, and of course they'll be down below as well. The Studying Amino app is free in the App Store and Google Play, I'm pretty sure. Then here it's just a community of people who just want to share their notes or ideas, anything that has to do with school and studying. There's chat rooms, there's quizzes, there's polls, there's music. There's a lot of stuff to look through in this app, but I'll be sharing with you guys how I make my posts on here, and I'll just be sharing what's in my pencil case. So go ahead and click on your profile, click blog, and go ahead and just type in the title, what's in my pencil case. And each time you write a caption, you can go ahead and import photos, and so the first time you do that, you can click all the photos you want to use in the blog post, and then each time you finish a caption, just paste the picture, as you can see, and it comes up as a little little name, I guess, little file name. But when you click submit, it will flow really prettily, and I just love how easy it is to make a post on here. And you can also tag categories in which your post kind of caters to, so it's easier to find and people can like it, comment, and just give you feedback. So here's my blog post about what's in my pencil case, and you guys can do this too to enter my giveaway. I'll be giving away 2 Leuchtturm I think bullet journals. I think that's what it's called. I can't really pronounce it. But for the giveaway, all you have to do is be a subscriber, have the app and an account, like and share this video, and post in the app about what's on your or what's in your pencil case with the hashtag #mypencilcase, and I'll be choosing 2 winners in about a week, and I'll message you guys inside the app. So good luck! Next up, I would like to just tell you guys straight up that you should just pay attention in class. So tip number 2 is just to pay attention in class. Truly, that is one of the best ways to improve your grade, because if you're not sleeping, if you're not talking to your friends, and you're actually listening to the teacher, no matter how stupid you think their info is, it's really good information. And if you just jot down a couple notes on a scratch piece of paper and then go home and redo the notes formally like I did earlier, then I think you'll learn a lot better. If you pay attention in class, you're getting the audio and you're writing it down, so you're seeing it as well. And when you go home, you refresh your memories by just writing down the notes again, and it's just a better way to get all the info from that class to your head super quickly. And this barely takes any time. It's just a little effort to make sure you don't sleep in class. I've never slept in class before, and it pays off well, I think. Tip number 3 I have is to prioritize the most important things. So if you have a project that's coming up, of course write that number 1 on your list, and then just list out the ones that are later in the due dates, you know what I mean? So you have a list of what's most important to do right now, and also make sure you just put down your phone once in a while and just maybe block some websites so you guys don't go on them for a couple hours. And this will just help you stay focused on what you need to do, and this will just eventually build into making sure you get everything done, and even maybe earlier, so you have time for other assignments and you turn everything in on time. Prioritizing is great for time management. Tip number 5 is to make sure you keep up with your grades. If you have printable grade sheets from your teachers, make sure you get those, or if you have an easier way like online, make sure you check your grades a lot, maybe on the daily. I think I did. I checked my grades every single day to make sure I didn't miss an assignment, or they put in the wrong grade, or I can fix a grade. It's just a great way to know where you're at in your classes. I think knowing where you're at in your classes will really help you stay on track, because if you do something wrong, you can instantly just go to your teacher the next day and ask her about it, ask him or her about it. And adding on top of my 4th tip, I want to tell you guys to make sure you're maybe close with some of your teachers, or just get close to them so they know your personality, they know who you are, they know how hard you work. So if there's any situation where you just had a bad day, or you stressed out too much, or you had too many assignments piling up and you did poorly on an assignment or a test, they would possibly give you the benefit of the doubt to let you redo something if that's in the grading policy. So yeah, definitely just make sure you are on top of your grades in all your classes, and communicating with your teacher. The next tip I have for you guys is to make sure you know the grading policy. As sad as it sounds, some teachers just ignore the grading policy and are very stubborn with letting you redo things, or just curving it wrong or something like that. So then you can actually present the facts and your teacher will actually believe you and maybe be convinced enough to let you do whatever you need. So I got that advice from a past teacher of mine, and I've been holding it to heart ever since. And the final tip I have for you guys is to plan, whether it be in an agenda or just listed things everywhere. Make sure you plan out your assignments and just your day, I guess. Plan out everything. Plan out your essays, plan out your homework, your schedule, everything, even by the hour, the minute, I don't know, but make sure you just use something to organize your thoughts, your plans, to make sure you have everything done on time. This is a great way to make sure you're not missing anything, and also setting reminders into your phone. I think it's just amazing to plan. I'm sorry this is a bit vague in my tips, but I just wanted to give you guys an overview of how I've been keeping up with everything. I always use an agenda. I love using my agenda, and I also draw little boxes so I can check them off. So that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell to turn on notifications, and also like this video, so you guys, you know, give me some support, some love. Like it. Go ahead. And also follow me on all my social media to be updated on everything I do in life. So thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, beauty!
Are you ready?